Hey everybody, Greg here, and I am on the south side of Iowa City's downtown area, over here by the Johnson County Administrative Building, which I'll show you here behind the solar power. So just for point of reference, there is the Johnson County Administrative Building in the background, and the solar array here, you'll see it's protected by this fence, presumably so that nobody gets in and steals the sunshine. So coming up here, you can see there's a walking trail around this area. I've seen, I think, employees come out here to walk during a lunch break or something. It's kind of nice, little park. And there is a bicycle repair rack with some tools and a pump. Some of these around Iowa City, and they're quite handy. Now you can see here's one of the tools. It looks like somebody was needing that one for their collection at home. So please don't take the tools, I guess would be, they should have a sign there. But anyway, you can use your QR code reader, check out the website for these. And what I wanted to bring your attention to here is there had previously been a trail that would go from this spot across the street further south. And so I'm going to go over there and just kind of show you what's going on right now. The trail entrance, which would have been basically right along here, is now part of some major reconstruction project going on in this area. But as you can see, heading off here to the right, heading west, is the beginning of what looks like a new trail. So I'm just going to follow this along and find out where it goes. It may actually not be completed, but if it is completed, I'll post the video and show you what it looks like. Which, if you're watching this video right now, that means that the trail actually went somewhere. That looks promising. Looks like something's going to head off in that direction. So let's keep following this along. The new sidewalks and trails that are being put in, either those that are being replaced or for new construction, ones that are being put in, tend to be this wider trail format, which is quite nice. So you can have people walking or biking and sharing that trail without much difficulty. Here's another little offshoot. So here, I'll just slow down and show you what the development looks like. So this is either going to be a motocross track, skateboard park maybe, big swimming pool. I don't know. I'm going to have to Google it and find out what's going on. I probably should know. Everybody else probably knows. But in the distance there, you can see Big Grove Brewery and the trees coming up over there. So that'll be the topic of another video. It's a great destination in Iowa City, restaurant, brewery. But for now, let's continue on this trail and see where it goes. I'm hopeful that it's the connection and replacement for the other segment of the trail that seemed to be no longer here. And it looks like it is. So here we go. There's the old trail that's been torn apart, but let's just keep following this along. So we're coming out, I should have explained as I was going under the bridge there, that is Highway 6 heading east. And there are people that take this access road, this gravel access road, and park here, and then they'll go fishing in the river. But this is part of the Iowa River Corridor Trail. Zoom in on that. There we go. And it continues along north and south along the Iowa River, as you can see there. Coming up across the bridge, we have a choice to either continue heading south and going about a mile or so down to Napoleon Park, or we can turn left here, and the sign doesn't really indicate it, but this will lead east parallel to Highway 6 over there, and we can ride down the length of this area here. Nice view of the water. But just keep heading east along Highway 6. Now usually I don't like riding next to busy streets or highways, but it's actually a nice ride here. The trail's wide, it's well maintained, and it's really the most practical way to navigate here on this side of town if you want to just get from point A to point B. And plus you have the advantage of the pedestrian crosswalks here. So you can push the button and get a walk sign. And these are otherwise, you know, pretty busy intersections, a lot of trucks, cars, and it's probably not something you'd want to just navigate out in traffic, mixing in with the cars. That's why it's kind of nice just to go ahead and get that crosswalk light going and have the right of way. So in these videos, I like to have beginning and ending points that are, you know, common locations where people might want to go from one point to the other. And so this one, beginning there on the south of the downtown area, we're going to go all the way over to the new location, relatively new location, for the Iowa City Post Office, for those of you who remember when it was downtown. Now I'm going to slow down here just to give you a point of reference, which is in the distance there. Not sure if the sign will poke through the trees, but is the Hy-Vee on Waterfront Drive. And over here, across the parking lot from Hy-Vee, is the Goodwill store. So in Iowa City, we have one of very few in the nation, one of the reboot stores, the Goodwill reboot store. So if you're looking for computers, you might want to consider, you know, checking that out. And otherwise, that store has just the normal Goodwill items that you'd find. So I'm going to continue heading east here. One thing to always watch out for turning cars. So just because you see the walk light give you the go-ahead, always look left, because just as you saw there, I had the right-of-way, and that didn't, you know, deter somebody from just pulling right out in front of me. So, and you're going to have so many of those encounters in a day, you know, that it's really not worth expending any energy or frustration over. You know, you just kind of have to go with the flow. Most drivers are really pretty careful and courteous. So at this access road, you want to go ahead and turn right, but go ahead and wait for traffic. I usually kind of go a little bit out of my way to be nice to drivers, just because I don't want bicyclists getting a bad reputation, you know. So if I see somebody coming this way, I won't just pull out in front of them. Now this area has one of Iowa City's satellite police offices. So you'll see that Over there, there's actually a community fitness center, some businesses, and the post office is over here. I'm going to pull around the side. You'll see there's bicycle parking here out front. And just general parking around back. So anyway, that is the ride from the south of the downtown Iowa City area out here to kind of the southeast side of Iowa City. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, I always appreciate that. So feel free to reach out, and hope you have a great day. Bye.